What up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Dirtbags California. We are swamped with work this week and tons of cool shit you guys do not want to miss. Stay tuned.
So today we're going to do a tutorial on flame. One of the most common flames used is the traditional flame or a hot rod flame. And then you kind of build off of those two once you've kind of mastered them. I'm not a big fan of the traditional flame. I'm more of a hot rod flame. I like the organic look to it. So I'll just do a layout and kind of explain where I'm going. But I'll split this panel just so we can get our two flame sections. So this would be a traditional flame that most people start out using and then build off of. So that way they can get the idea of how the flame's supposed to be. And when you're laying out these flames, you want to start from one end and then work your way to the other end. You don't want to stagger around. So this would be a traditional flame that you would see on hot rods and whatnot. And then this would be a hot rod flame. Those are the two styles of flames you can choose from. And then after that, you can start building off of it. Like I like the hot rod flame, this hot rod flame, and this traditional flame. I call this crab claw. I'm not crazy about those. What really makes it is this extra lick here. It turns it from a crab claw to a more of an organic look to it. Or you could cross them if you want to. That would be more of a tribal flame. And then you would cut out the sections that you don't want. Take our X-Acto blade. And I'm not pressing very hard with the X-Acto blade. I don't want to cut through the green tape. I just want to cut through the masking paper. So you definitely want to make sure you have a brand new blade when you do this. And you could probably do this at home if you have some rattle can. Put it on your 85 Honda Accord. Just use a piece of Scotch-Brite after you tape it up and then use some rattle can. That's what I did. A 1991 Acura Integra GS. Stick our tape here, block it off. Like that. And then once we have all that on done, peel it all off. So there you go. You got your traditional, and then you got your hot rod flame. And this is just more of a tribal flame. Quick flame job, just kind of give you an idea of what goes into it, get a flame job. The more time you put into it, the better it's gonna be. And then you can design the flames and have fun with it.
What up, everyone? Check it out. We have some special guests in the house. You guys want to introduce yourself?
I am Kun. I am Sutia,
Where are you guys coming from?
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
I'm here local Long Beach.
Right on, man. I appreciate you guys coming down. He's all the way. He's a fan, and man, I love the support. He came over here. I gave him some pointers, and hopefully I go over there and visit him sometime. Appreciate you guys coming down. Thank you very much. Big fan, man.
Yeah.
I want to go over there and ride with him. I told him I'm down. You guys gave me a ticket. I'll fly out there.
I trust the dirt bike, about the customized bike, I trust.
He got that SoCal vibe over there in his part of town. It's insane. You got a nice bike. I like what you're doing. We're gonna get him a kickstand, some air ride over there. Make it real wide, guys. Thanks again, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cool, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, look at this guy. Where's Waldo 2.0? Look at that.
Hurricane whoever blew me in, and it was real wet out there. Okay,
He outdid Alex today. You're looking real bad next to Spike right now, bro.
they say you gotta dress for the job you want.
Were you the best dressed there?
I seen the guy that was there before me, and he wore a tie too, but he didn't have the fit, like the matching, the jacket. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be blued out. All blued
booth
out.
fries.
If you want some booth fries, you better be blued out.
Did your boy give you some good pointers?
Yeah. So this morning I'm sitting in the car. I'm about an hour less early. That's how I roll. Punctuation is key if you want to have a job, if you want to keep your job. I was about an hour early, so I hit up my boy right here. He was like, look, answer this question. He fired off a question right away, and I was like, I answered right away, and he was like, no, you want to say this. And then I thought about it, and I was like, man, that was good advice. I think you said, leadership skills. He goes, you're gonna be there and everybody's gonna be interviewing for the same position, but you wanna set yourself aside by mentioning things that they're not gonna be used to hearing. So you mentioned leadership skills and other stuff, and I was like, you know what, problem solving, yeah. And I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So I did mention that in the interview.
You tell them that you knew me.
I said that I do some custom fabrication. My buddy owns a custom motorcycle shop. I said I do custom fabrication there, and they were like curious. I could see that they were curious, but they were just like, I didn't say I specifically knew you.
See, that's where he dropped the ball. Did you mention the hot tub time machine at any point?
I did not.
So this week we'll be talking about oils. 3. This one here, the big cap. It's always gonna be the same cap on all Harleys for your oil. This one's located here. Sometimes it's located over here, or on some soft tails it has the whole tank on top right here. As you can see, this one, geez, that is really black. So that needs to be changed. Another thing too is, I mean, it's super easy to tell. It shows you your markings here. See wherever you need it. Sometimes it says full hot on jiffy stand or upright, just depending on what bike you have. The next one would be your transmission oil, which is right here. It's always going to be an Allen. Usually I'll just use a 3/8 ball head. Let me take it out real quick. You can kind of see it, not really. So when that happens, just put it back in and go one more time, and then just see how much. Clearly that doesn't have very much. This is your primary. That usually belongs right there. So there's the drain plug for the primary, and then you can see inside, and you can check that too if you want. For the other 2 plugs, it kind of depends on what bike you have. Some Softails, if you have the tank up on top here, it has the hose that runs down the frame, and it's located just right underneath. Your engine oil is always going to be, transmission is always going to be facing downward towards the floor, and then you'll have another drain plug facing forward straight towards the front of the bike. That would be your engine oil. They're all the same plug, they're all the same screws, so you can't really mess it up. 5/8 sockets, so if you guys are trying to change your oils on your own, it's a fairly simple thing to do. For your M8s and your twin cams, the oil capacity is a little bit different. The twin cams are usually around 3.5, maybe a little bit more, depending on how much you cycled out of the engine. The M8s are, what I've noticed, is about almost 5 quarts.
Randy's Donuts. So
That's how you show up over here at Dirtbags, guys. Take notes. Boom.
this shirt is fitting so tight because people keep bringing food, and they're like, here, take a donut. Here, take some of this, take some of that. And the next thing you know, this is my buttons. I gotta cover the buttons with this tie because I'm busting out of this stuff.
All right, so the stuff is tedious, okay? Everyone's like, Mike, you guys are not pumping out enough bikes for the YouTube on a weekly basis because the shit takes too long, right guys? Right now, we're fitting it up with Jesse. Molding the dash, getting the dash all really nice, making it fit. You gotta go over every single step of the build, and that's thinking through this process. We have to think, how is this gauge gonna fit? Imagine the issue we would have had with that gauge not fitting. Gotta think through the build, takes forever. Got the body lines on the bottom to fit the tank really nice. Got it all bodied up, fit nice, looks good. Gauge wouldn't fit. Eddie would have trim it.
I like trimming fresh paint too. Like you're like, oh good, it's all done and clear. And I get this sharp sander that hopefully don't jump. Just by a Road King gauge should have fit right there.
Oh, instead of trimming that?
Yeah,
Leave it like that?
it'll fall right in. It's
But
on
the harness,
canvas, so it'll just fall right in.
the harness is gonna be the same?
Yeah, it's canvas. Just right in.
So do
Oh,
not
gonna
cut
be some
that.
coating.
So-
We're gonna coat it.
Eddie said it.
We're gonna flash back to this moment when we're fitting it when it's painted and be like, remember Eddie when you said?
What up everyone? We're going over big wheel baggers and we're gonna let you guys know when they're doing it wrong. If you have a 26-inch wheel in the front of your bike and that ass thing doesn't pull back, you are doing it wrong.
If you got a 23 in the front and you got that stock little baby 19-inch fender in the front, definitely doing it wrong.
And I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you, I don't care how big your bags are, we can see that back wheel. Now, if it's not matching, you're doing it wrong.
You got a 30 in the front and you still rocking that stock baby tank, doing it wrong.
Don't do it wrong, guys. Step it up. What up, everyone? Check it out. We have a new KINGTAIL build on the way. Josh from Texas came down about a week ago, said he was with it. We wrote up a contract. I told him I'll take care of all the headache. I'll find the bike, I'll inspect the motorcycle, I'll pick it up, I'll bring it to the shop, I'll build it and ship it to him. So right now we're picking up a 21 M8 Softail with 5,000 miles on it. We're getting it dirt cheap. I'm gonna pass on the price to my customer so he could put that extra money into the motorcycle instead of buying one brand new. All we're using is the frame, drivetrain, and the title. The bike pretty much has no miles on it. It's gonna be a 2021 frame and a brand new build. So the value is gonna be there, and he doesn't even have to look for a motorcycle. He just left it all in my hands, and we're gonna take care of him. Good move on Josh's part. A new KINGTAIL on the way. Grabbing the bike. We got 21 right now. Very, very low mileage. When you're buying a bike, you just want to go over the engine number, frame number, and then you want to see who owns the motorcycle. You want to get the details on that person as well. This dude obviously not pulling no tricks. We pulled up to his house, cool dude. We got the cash in hand. We're taking the motorcycle and we're gonna build it. You already know. Those are bread, my boy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Title looks good. We're gonna be on our way. Need anything else for me? Go ahead. I'll just sign this paper right here. We'll
Yeah,
hold that
that's
sign.
fine.
You can count that.
Damn.
We got it over here to the shop, guys. We took the stress off of the customer, located a bike, inspected it, and picked it up. We're gonna pass on the savings to the customer so he could put that money into the bike instead of into a donor motorcycle. What up, everyone? Check it out. I'm gonna give you guys a few pointers on that big wheel bagger look, all right? So there's no such thing as a big wheel bagger without a rake. Make sure you get the proper rake for the motorcycle. That goes with the fender as well. Don't be trying to make that little ass fender fit under 23. The shit don't fit, doesn't look right, and we all know it. We're looking for the flow and the stance of this motorcycle. Stretch out the front, make sure you stretch out the back. If you got a big wheel 26 and you have it raked out, you want to pull the rear end out as well. All right, just don't go stretching down. Make sure you stretch out. If you stretch out the back, stretch out the front, don't forget about the tank, all right? You want to do something with that tank. If you're gonna air deflector it, bare minimum, so it looks like the paint continues with the motorcycle and flows into the side cover. You guys do not miss those things, all right? What up, everyone? Check it out. We're working on the single-sided swing arm fat boy, and I talked way too much shit not to do smooth legs. They don't even make smooth legs for this bike, but we're making it work, all right? So we got the smooth legs already installed, and now we're fitting this fender spacers inside of here. We're tightening it all up, making sure whatever we're gonna need to modify, we do it before the paint. It looks great, it fits well, it's super small. It's exactly the goal we're after. We're doing a 23 3D wheel. The edges are gonna protrude right here. It's gonna look so nice, the fitment's gonna look so well. You see that fender fitting pretty much perfect. I'm really, really happy with the outcome. Isaiah knocked out the smooth legs pretty quick for me this morning so we can get trucking and back into paint so we do not slow down. So next step, I'm gonna disassemble this, give it back to Jesse. Jesse's gonna body work it, and then it's gonna be in paint with the rest of the parts. So I asked him right now, this little lip, it looks all right, but they're not even, so we'll knock it down where they're both even on both sides. Something that nobody will even notice, but we do. All right, so we're gonna knock that down slightly. You can see the little lip on the front of this, we'll knock it down so it could be even with this side. Something simple like this. What I'll do is I'll grab a marker, run it on both sides, and you'll see where it's off. So that's a really, really easy fix. You guys can do it at home. A little, like about 1/8 more on this side than we do on this side. What up, up, everyone? Check it out. We got some special guests in the house. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is Arek. I am from Poland and I'm really happy to be here and nice to see you guys.
Oh, man, all the way from Poland, man. I appreciate you coming down. Thank you very much for the support, man. Stuff like this is awesome. I love to see it.
Thank you. Like this bike.
Yeah, this is my baby. This is one of my favorites.
This is my favorite too.
Yeah, man, awesome, bro. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Fair game, Jesse. He won fair and square. He said that I was over-exaggerating with the sandbags and plastic, and that was unnecessary.
I think everybody was. They were over here mobbing on these bags.
It was pretty insane. Like, it was a line around the block. Bags. They even had the lifeguards out here shoveling sand, wanting to be, you know, protected. So he made fun of me. He goes, "I bet you're not gonna need that." And I was like, "Bet." And he's like, $100. And I was like, $100. He won. He won. It was unnecessary. But he just blessed the whole shop with lunch. So everybody's getting lunch.
You bought everybody lunch?
Well, I was going to right now. Let's see what
Let's
you
do
want.
it. Let's do it. Yeah, I like that. That's even better.
That's what you said, though.
Right?
Yeah. Man of my word, I'm gonna knock it out.
Maintenance. Guys, you want to make sure Harley built your bike right. So what you want to do is disassemble it and then put it all back together while you retorque it, because no one's gonna do it right besides you guys. Okay? And now you might be wondering, but Harley hasn't released the book for the new CVO. So how am I supposed to know? If it's tight, it's right. You don't believe in yourself or what? Come on, you don't think you can do it? It's a couple bolts, a couple nuts, a couple screws. You know, it's a bike, guys. Just do it, and then when you do it, make sure you do it right.
We're at La Chancla. Ishmael, the owner, is gonna have us.
I'm excited. Oh,
Jinx? Is that a jinx?
Shit, we're over here on 10th and Cherry. It's about to go down.
East side.
Ish is already welcoming us with open arms and great hospitality.
I like that.
And he said if our boss lets us drink. I made the phone call, he said yes. All right, said Michelada, and I'm gonna take him up on his offer.
Just the atmosphere alone, I feel like everything's authentic. You know, all the authentic stuff around us, the wood tables. If I was a drinker, that's what I would drink. I don't usually do virgin drinks, but today, I'm gonna do one. So, here's the virgin. All right.
Virgin Michelada.
Here's the virgin.
That looks good.
It looks great. My salivary glands right now are going wild. What's this right here?
So we got 2 queso birria tacos, handmade tortilla with a birria. We also have a taco gobernador, also with a handmade tortilla. That comes with shrimp, cheese and shrimp. And our baja dressing, which is fire. Our consomme. Here we have one of 5 guisados. We'll have our traditional asada. Our mole, my mom's recipe. Tinga, chile verde, pollo asado.
Ooh, it looks fire, my boy. Can't wait.
We have queso torta, carne asada.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It has grilled cheese inside, the asada, pico de gallo, guacamole, sour cream. So
Are these your like popular items?
this is probably one of the most popular items we have here.
Wow.
Alright guys,
Yeah, appreciate it, my
everyone, what
boy.
do you think?
Look how amazing this looks. This is homemade tortillas.
I just feel like I want to say one thing right here, right now. The presentation of these plates is just hands down second to none. Look, this is how you want to see food when it comes to your table. Take notes, people. Take notes. Big chunks of carne asada is important. Homemade tortillas, very important.
Fresh guac. Very, very
Did you
important.
try this one? I've never had a torta like toasted like that before.
Yeah, we did with the grilled cheese inside, and we put on the flat top with a kind of like a panini style.
Yeah.
So was that your idea?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
See what modern twist to old school flavor. Come on now, can't beat it. There's nothing like juicy chicken. It everyone. Pay attention. You don't want a dry chicken. You want a juicy chicken.
Ate some salsa or something and it set my face on fire, but I'm back, guys. And that was amazing.
It said set my face on fire. Your face is red. His face is red.
Got to get Ish over here to get him some questions asked and see what motivated him to do what he's doing, because he's doing it right.
So good. This is amazing. All right, y'all, we're here at La Chancla. We are in the building with Ish. Ish is the owner. Ish, man, I wanted to say thank you for having us. Food was amazing, bro.
Well, thank you guys for coming by.
So my first question for you is La Chancla, the name.
Why La Chancla?
You know, we were at the shop. We were like, why do you think it's La Chancla? Why, you know? And for me, first thing for me was like, you know, our parents always ran around whooping our butts with La Chancla.
Actually, I wanted a name that was a little catchy, kind of marketable, kind of a little giggle, you know, a little laugh. But that also reminded us of the Mexican mom. You know, I think our menu, it's emphasizing the guisados, the handmade tortilla, that's a Mexican mom thing. So I wanted something that was catchy, thinking marketing-wise, but also that made us think of the Mexican mom. I grew up in Mexico, Guadalajara, so I wanted something that went back to that. I didn't want something too cliche, like tacos Guadalajara, or something a little boring. So I wanted something a little more.
Yeah. It's crazy that you mentioned that, because this was exactly what he said when we were over here. He's like, it's because it's catchier. He goes, you'll remember La Chancla, but you won't remember Tacos Mexico or whatever. I always ask people, and this is an important question for the people listening, right?
What's up?
But what was your biggest hurdle trying to open this business? What made you overcome that hurdle, and just kind of explain that to the people?
I think for us was timing. We opened 3-4 weeks before the shutdown, the COVID shutdown. So we opened February 6, 2020. A couple weeks later, the shut us down. So for us, it was just timing. It was good and bad on one end. We didn't know better. When you're born in hell, it doesn't matter. That's all you know, so you just gotta climb up from that. So we never got a taste of a good life. We just never got a taste of that. I guess the way you overcome it and remember your why. I remember why I opened this, why I did it. No back doors, and we gotta make it.
So you're all in?
I was all in. All of my savings, everything I had. I quit my corporate job. I quit everything.
Constantly facing adversity, right? I feel like Latinos in this area, growing up in poverty neighborhoods or whatever the case may be, right? We're always facing adversity. It's cool to hear you overcome that adversity, knowing that, you're all in no matter what.
My background, I was born in Mexico. To this date, I still don't have papers. Anyone listening, don't send no more, please. The odds are against me. Statistics go against me. I'm not supposed to. So I wanted to open up a place that proves that no matter what's thrown at you, even your odds, you're still able to find it. And I'm not saying we're millionaires. We're growing. We're starting, but we gotta start somewhere. So I wanted to prove that, hey, it's possible.
And that's why we're here, you know what I mean? We like to spotlight the companies and little small businesses like this that have these stories that people need to hear, right? Like, you may not have this and that documentation, whatever the case may be. Your work ethic is what's there, right? And that's what really matters in this country. For me, for Mikey, for everybody that owns their own business or that's trying to own their own business, you better be ready to work hard. And as long as you can do that, you're gonna be successful.
If you think being a boss is working less, you're completely wrong. Honestly, you work 3-4 times more than anyone in any other job. If you don't feel like working, stay at your 8 to 5. But if you want to own a business and you know this, it's a grind and we'll be open. I didn't take a single day off for a year and a half. Not a single day off. And I was working 10 to 12-hour days every single day. It got to a point that I almost ended up in the hospital. But if you believe in what you're doing, and once you have people's lives in your hands, your families, it's not just you. You have 10, 12, 15, 20 mouths that you got to feed and 20 families that you got to count on you decisions. I think that puts a little extra pressure on you to be like, you know what, it has to work no matter what. So
I think we could all relate to that story, you know what I mean? I think it's cool that we're sitting here with you and we were able to experience your amazing food. Hands down, like the presentation alone was amazing. And I think that that shows your passion and your pride for your food through that, you know what I mean? Because when you brought it out, it was placed a certain way, it's strategic. It's meant to be how you want to see it, how you want to perceive it, you know what I mean? So hopefully other people perceive it the same way like we did. You guys got to come in here and eat the food. Anything you want to go ahead and plug, just go ahead and give it to the people right now.
Hey guys, well, first of all, thank you guys for coming out here to La Chancla, Go on the Wall. We are in the city of Long Beach, 10th and Cherry, right next to the Northgate Market. We specialize in tacos y guisados, handmade tortillas. We would love for you guys to check us out. We're on Instagram, La Chancla Mix and Grill, Facebook. All social media, just put La Chancla Mix and Grill, I'm sure we'll pop up. So
if you have anything that would inspire anybody that's young, ambitious, looking to start a business, one word of inspiration, like if you could sum it all up, or if you could in a few words or a sentence, what would you give it for the people?
The faster you lose the fear of losing, that's the faster you're gonna win.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, people. You hear that? Don't be scared to chase your dreams, because you know what? We're always gonna have that fear deep down inside of us that says, you know what? No, you got that devil on your shoulder saying, no, don't do it. But then you got Mikey on the other shoulder saying, yeah, do it. Brother, dude,
Well, thank you guys
the
for coming
food was
back.
amazing, man.
Thank you guys.
Man, La Chocolate knocked it out of the park. My favorite was the torta and the mole. They're getting a 10 out of 10 out of me, man. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Make sure you guys check it out. 10th and Cherry.
Authentic, amazing. The food was great. The story's great. Perseverance, fight through, do you.
What's up, everyone? Last week we promised you guys a giveaway, and a giveaway we shall. Funniest comment, but we're looking for creativity. It has to be YouTube appropriate. There was some really good ones, but we would seem like very, very bad friends if we would have chose you guys. But some very good ones. Let's hear it. Who won?
Okay, so we have a winner. We filtered through all these comments. A lot of them were funny, like Mikey said, but we're just gonna go with the one that's most appropriate. So Locals Only Brotherhood came out with, he thinks that Ruckus should become an apprentice seamstress. We thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, work on your stitching, Ruckus. Ruckus is our buddy. He could take a joke, you know. Appreciate you letting us poke you, Ruckus. You guys make sure you tap in on the next giveaway. You guys see it. We're already ripping it apart. 23 CVO is gonna get taken to the next level. It's getting dirtbagged. You guys stay tuned on this one. I appreciate you guys tuning in, showing all that love, respect. I love the comments. I love the participation. Tell me what you guys want to see on this motorcycle. Tell me which direction you guys want to see it. Comment. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.